Hi everyone, today I am doing a very simple video just sitting here with no eye candy, but I hope that it'll be interesting for you as I'm going to share with you what I've decided to do with the funds that I received from my recent vlog sale. So if you missed that video, I did do a vlog sale where I'm downsizing or decluttering my personal collection, and I was able to sell 7 items. So thank you to my buyers. Thank you for trusting me in this process. Thank you for your notes after receiving your item. I'm so glad that you're happy, and I hope that you will enjoy your item in good health, get a lot of enjoyment out of it. As for me, I was ready to let go of those items, and I did do a follow-up video after the vlog sale explaining my thought process and how I got myself to decide to let go. So if you missed that video, I'll link that up above as well. So I've just got a calculator here because we're going to go through some numbers, and I've got my notes and a pen. So I wrote down where every dollar was going to go. I essentially gave every dollar a job to do. So if I decided to just leave the money in my checking account, then I think what would happen is either A, I'm tempted to use it, or I would just have it disappear slowly over meaningless, mindless purchases, and I wouldn't even realize where the money went. So I decided the money needs to get out of my checking account and into the proper places. All right, so first let me tell you how much came in from my vlog sale. So there was the amount that I was paid, and then I had to subtract the shipping costs because I was paying for the shipping for all of my buyers. So after all of that, net, this is how much I was left with. It was $10,330. Not bad for items that I was ready to let go, right? So I will show you the first lump sum that I moved out of my checking was this round number here, $4,000. And I decided to move $4,000 into my savings account. And right now I'm using Barclays as my online savings account. It's a high yield savings account, so their APR is 3.7% at the moment. If you were to dig around on the internet, I'm sure you can find another bank that has a slightly higher APR, but I have been using Barclays for the last few years, and they make it very easy and convenient, so I just stuck with them. So 3.7% interest on the $4,000, I transferred it right out because if I kept it in my checking account, it would be earning 0%, right? If you have been watching my channel for a while now, you may recall about 2 years ago, I had said that my husband and I were very aggressively building up our emergency savings fund, and we were working up towards 2 years of living expenses. I know that is excessive, but we had our reasons for it. And so we did that. And then recently we decided that's just too much to have in an emergency fund. So we took a large chunk of that and we put it into long-term investment accounts. So our emergency fund is now significantly smaller. It's still pretty robust, but it's much, much smaller than it was before. So I'm kind of replenishing or building back up our emergency fund because we are a family of 4. We have 2 growing children, and you just never know. So that $4,000 has gone into the savings account. The next was $1,000 donation to my church, which I was happy to do. And then the next was another $500 donation to another nonprofit organization that I felt passionate about. And then I put this much, $2,000, into my brokerage account. So in my brokerage account specifically, I have invested that money into FBTC, which is the Bitcoin equivalent, but on the stock market. If you wanted to actually buy Bitcoin, you have to jump through lots of hoops because there's a lot of technicalities, and it's a little tricky to set it up, and it's very techy, and I didn't want to deal with that. So FBTC is a nice, easy alternative if you're used to investing in shares of companies on the stock market, if you're used to investing in index funds, in mutual funds. This is just like one of those. So FBTC is specifically for Bitcoin, and so that's where I allocated the $2,000, and that's for long-term investment. Right now we have a pretty diversified portfolio, and I would say FBTC is starting to grow for us. We also don't have any forms of debt, so I was at liberty to decide where I wanted to place this money and how I wanted to invest it. It gave me a lot of freedom. This next one, I think you're gonna laugh. $1,410 to be precise is the amount that I swiped on my credit card, which of course I will pay in full at my spa. So I recently had a spa appointment and I bought another package because I'm now running out. And so they were having a promotion and I thought, yep, I will buy the package for $1,410. So I used that money. And then funny enough, I was thinking, what do I do with the remainder of the money? Should I just put it into investments or savings. But I have a trip coming up. I'm going on a solo trip out to Los Angeles. I'm going to be with some friends, and I might try to vlog that. We'll see. But the flight was pretty much covered with the points that I had on my credit card, but the hotel was not covered. So I spent $1,350 for the hotel for 4 nights. That leaves $70 remaining. So $70 is the balance. So let me just recap here. So out of the $10,330, which was the net that I got from my vlog sale, 38.7% went into high yield savings, 19.4% went into long-term investments, 14.5% went to donations, 13.6% went to self-care slash spa beauty treatment. And then another 13% went to my travel costs, and that's about 99.2%. So I've got just a little bit less than 1% left. The $70, I don't know, I might just go buy myself a bouquet of flowers or something like that, or treat myself to a nice meal. But otherwise, for all of the other dollars, they have a job to do. And this way they won't just be whittled away. I won't lose track of them. I won't be wondering where the money went. And so that is that. I remember a while back I had sold one of my Chanel Classic flat bags, and I said that I put the entirety of that money into investments, and some of you found that to be really interesting. So I thought I would just do this quick little video and share out. Hopefully it wasn't too much information, but I'm a very numbers driven person. I'm also really interested in financial empowerment, financial independence. I love topics around personal finance. If you were to look at my YouTube history of the videos that I watch, you will find the top 2, or let's say the top 3. 1 is personal finance, 2 is personal development, spiritual development, that sort of thing, and 3 is animal videos, like random funny animal videos of pandas or puppies or all of that. So that's what you'll find in my YouTube algorithm. Actually, you're not going to find, a lot of fashion related or luxury handbag related stuff. I like to put that content out, but it's not really what I consume, ironically. Remember what I said a while back? Again, for those of you who've been with me for a while, my OG viewers might remember this. When I first started this channel, I was conflicted between starting a channel about fun, frivolous things like fashion and luxury, which I totally enjoy, or be a little bit more serious and have a channel dedicated to all personal finance videos. And I thought, I don't know that I have it in me to do that all day, every day. I do enjoy giving financial advice and sharing about finances and learning from others, but I don't know that it's as fun, plus nothing to show, like it's not as visually interesting, and I really like the visual aspect of showing product. So anyway, that's where I wound up here, but I thought I would share this. Let me know if it was interesting or helpful in any way. If it was, please give this video a thumbs up so that more people can see it, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.